Hey Fake Signs, welcome on back to the channel. I am Faith the Cars. This is going to be your energy update. Now, this can be for Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. If you have that in Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have 3 or more planets in one of those signs I just mentioned, then this reading could resonate for you. So let's go ahead and get started. I know these last couple of videos I've been a little bit lengthy, going a little bit longer than what I intended to go. So we're going to have to condense that down a bit. But either way, so fixed signs. Some of you have possibly lost a piece of jewelry, or this could be something that's happening coming up. Something of value feels like it is slipping out of your fingers, or you're losing possession of it. Okay. Some of you may be kind of like combing through your bank account or anything like that, that you keep records of your finances. You could be combing through that with a fine tooth comb at this particular point. You could feel like that something is missing, something is short, you're being shortened in some particular type of way. Okay, we have the Magician in reverse. Okay, investigation. So some of you may be worried about this. Again, this may not necessarily be reality. This could just be something that you are concerned about. It may be something that's keeping you up at night. When the Magician is in reverse, he is not a straight shooter. So to me, it feels like someone who can tell you what you need to hear to get themselves out of the tight spot. And that may be something that you are dealing with right now. If you are dealing with another Aquarius, then this could be for you, or Virgo is coming through, as well as Aries and Capricorn. Those are the signs I am picking up for those of you if you are trying to get sign specific on that. Now, whenever he is in reverse, he is not at his best self. He feels that he no longer has control over the elements. Now, when he's in reverse, he is summoning the energy of the heavens and possibly the hells, because he is pointed down, trying to create balance, or trying to create some sort of a energy to where his manifestations comes to pass. So we can say manipulative in a way. We do have the Mercury energy, so somewhat of like the planet of mischief. So some of you, again, you may be up to something, or maybe somebody that you're dealing with could be up to something. And this could be where somebody is at. They are trying to figure out what someone is up to. They're trying to get to the bottom of some sort of a matter. I am picking up something tied to police, but this could just be maybe something that you have just now picked up. You know how there's the true crime stuff, and just who knows, looking at bills, looking at old documents and things of that nature to try to figure out, what's going on. Some of you may be doing that, combing through files, doing something. Something has piqued your interest in the terms of research, investigative work, or who knows, true crime, and you are really diving deep into that. But you have to be careful. I'm not sure if you're having nightmares about this, or you could be. Again, with the number one energy coming through, we normally do have an energy of like the leader, finding a new direction, focus, being ambitious, or just being very determined. So something has possibly came in your way recently that has made you not feel as determined as maybe you were like last week. Something is slowing down your motion. Something is slowing down your train. Now you're not necessarily feeling as inspired. Some of you may be having some difficulties when it comes to getting out of bed, because the negative side of the one can be somebody who can be very careless, very selfish. Okay. Oh yeah, I was wondering where the police was coming from. I'm getting something tied to drinking or driving. Now, this is not necessarily you. This feels like someone that you may know of. Somebody is being very careless, okay? Who knows? Could be a friend, could be a family member. Some of you could even possibly be someone in your relationship. They're being very careless, and it almost feels like they've put somebody in danger, or they're about to put someone in danger. Okay? Again, the planet of mischief. Somebody is keeping up mischief somewhere. You, them, everybody. I don't know. Next card. Oh yeah, kind of already talked about that. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. This feels like somebody is moving, like a moving truck is coming, or some sort of moving day. Or this could just be, again, a lot of this stuff could possibly be fears. Some of you are just afraid to take that next step, okay, because you've possibly stumbled over making moves in the past, and you're not trying to repeat the same thing, which I get that. But also, some of you right now, you may be having a hard time asking for help. Like there is something, and it doesn't have to be monetarily speaking. It could just be a matter of, let's say, if you have a child, the, the baby's not sleeping, and you know you have somebody that you can call that has no problem, but you won't do it because you're not trying to look weak. Okay. Um, This Ten of Wands energy, he does have on red, but this is more so like a burgundy. So was that like red and brown um, mixed together? So it almost feels like, speaking of drinking and driving, mixing something. Somebody is mixing something that they shouldn't be mixing. Be very careful about that. Hallucinogen, hallucinating. Okay. Also night sweats. Man, it just looks like you're running scared, or this kind of like the vibe that I'm getting from you. You're just nervous about something. Something is just very uneasy again, and something is keeping you up at night. Ten of Wands, career. Some of you could be nervous about your career. A manager may have called you, text you, emailed you, and say, hey, we need to meet with you on this particular day. Maybe meet with you in the next 10 hours, whatever it could be, and you don't have a clue. And maybe you're nervous because there has been possibly a lot of chatter going around about budget cuts or anything like that. Some of you, it does feel that you are struggling to cut something out of your life that you are ready to leave behind. Maybe somebody is trying to guilt trip you from leaving this situation, leaving them, whatever it could be. Oh, yeah. Some of you are worried a bit when it pertains to your job. Remember, I said you're combing over your finances with a fine tooth comb because you're being shorted somewhere. But I believe I talked about it. It was either in your past life reading I just did, or another reading where I was talking about being mindful of the money that you're spending. It's just like you're blowing through it in some sort of way, or you're being careless when it comes to your finances. I would say also be careful when it comes to being out on the water this weekend, because I am getting something specifically fixed signs. I am getting things tied to boating accidents, fishing accidents, anything tied to the water. So I'm just saying, just be mindful. Not saying don't go, just saying, just precaution. That's it. Seven of Pentacles. There's a little bit of laziness here. Some of you, I mean, maybe you are going into a period of time where you kind of really want to be lazy. I mean, hey, I think everybody goes through that particular moment. So I'm not ragging on you about that. Okay. But also, some of you are ready to walk away from your job because you're just not getting paid what you feel you deserve, especially because you're possibly doing a lot of work, a lot of the work. And this feels like someone with a pile of papers coming right to your desk and they are dropping it on your desk, and your face is excuse me, this is your work, or there's 5 or 6 other people on the team. You can divvy up this to everybody. Why is it that I'm always the one that has to take on all this paperwork? Some of you do have a lot of paperwork to go through. Some of you have possibly lost some sort of paperwork that is necessary for you to do something. I don't know, maybe some of you are trying to possibly get a passport. So this could be documentation tied to immigration, anything that deals with visas, anything like that. There's an important document. Who knows? Could be birth certificate, could be social security card, or anything of that magnitude. We have the hangman. Yes. Oh, letting go. Some of you have already let go, but you are starting to have that itch in the back of your throat, wondering, did I do the right thing by letting this person go? Fixed signs, you're always very complex to me because I don't really know where the tough act is coming from. Some of you are doing that right now, putting on the tough act, drop it. Because something is bothering you and you're trying to, like, I'm okay. No, it's okay to feel through those emotions and just take a second. Some of you are not doing that. You're not really taking a second to feel through whatever this ending is that you've just experienced. You're just trying to push it under the rug and, oh, okay, with time I'll get over it. Mm. I mean, yeah, you will, but continuously pushing it to the background and not dealing with it, it's not going to help you. Okay. Seven of Wands in reverse, the Three of Cups. So there will be some sort of invitation. I don't really get dating. Some of you are single, super single. Some of you aren't really dating anyone. Okay. So this could just be a simple party, maybe even Baby shower. Some of you could be getting invited to a baby shower. It could even possibly be a wedding of like first cousin, or if it's your third cousin, it's a cousin that you're close to. Okay, it does feel like somebody's getting married though, but I don't think it's you, to be honest. Two of cups. Okay, so this, to me, this vibe on this board, it feels like a friend. So there is a friend that is around you, or a friend that you will meet that's new, or a friend that is coming in, and I feel like that you and this person will get close. You could possibly get close again if you and them have had some issues in the past. Yeah, this may be a friend that, because this combination, to me, it just feels like you guys are not necessarily, or you weren't on the same wavelength. So someone had to separate, somebody had to leave the situation behind. So coming up, you guys could try to find a way to settle your differences. But some of you have let go of a one-sided relationship. Okay. And I feel like the cards are saying that you need to stop fighting this. Yeah. It was very one sided. Somebody was not happy. This whole particular love scenario connection was just not necessarily fair, especially when it pertains to your side. Some of you are also spending too much time in a romantic situation and you're kind of ignoring your work. So a disciplinary action could be coming your way if some of you are not careful. This feels like slurring your words. So again, be careful of overdoing it if you are drinking or anything like that. Just saying, especially Sunday, Saturday, Sunday is what I'm picking up. But yes, Six of Pentacles. So help will come through for those of you that are looking for help, but you're gonna have to open your mouth, because just sitting there in silence or willing away in silence is not going to help you at all. Even the five of wands, no talking. The five of swords, being very passive. It comes across that you are expecting somebody to read your mind and be like, oh, is everything okay? Not saying that they won't say that, but some of you, you're just like anticipating, like, man, are they gonna ask me if everything is okay? Because it's not, but I don't want to come across like intrusive or anything, or I don't want to come across like I'm begging or I'm desperate. What are you doing? Open your mouth and say something, because help is around you. You're too consumed about, oh, I don't want to be a burden. Whenever there's people around you that are wanting to lend you a helping hand, that's crazy. If you are in separation from someone, from what I'm seeing here, it doesn't necessarily feel like the end. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you and this person are going to get back together, but it does feel like a final conversation will be had. For some of you, some you may possibly get back together, but this situation is not over and done with. Okay, it's not finished from what I'm gathering here. One of you, or both of you in your own way, you feel that this was unfair. The way things ended was unfair, but maybe the both of you just really need to get your life together and then maybe revisit this at a later time. But even that, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm super optimistic about you guys completely coming back together, because there's so many burdens, there's so many moving parts, and I just really feel like somebody's not happy. Like they're putting on a smile, and really they're just like, oh my God, I don't really think I can stand you. It just feels like you've come to know this person for who they are, and you realize that this person is not a fit, or you simply just realize that you're just not really the one. This is a soulmate for a season, not for a reason. Oh, I mean, I guess it would be for a reason, but this is soulmate season for you. I don't necessarily feel that this is longevity here. So, yeah, this unfair situation. Yeah, somebody feels like they have to sacrifice their job, their career, whatever it is, to make this connection work. And that's why it's not fair. One person is sacrificing too much and the other person is just sitting there with their arms folded, like, well, shit, you wanted to sacrifice, so you think I'm going to stop you? No. What is that? No. I've said it before and I've said it again. It kind of does come across like whoever this person is, it kind of comes across that they don't really like you that much. They do, but they don't. I don't know. Anyway, so fixed signs, this has been your reading. You're going to have to heal this. I know it's hard to hear, but it's better for you to do it now than to wait and wait and wait and wait some more. Okay. So fixed signs, this has been your reading. I will see you later.